What is my beer doing? It's crazy. You see the
Oh, you already opened it.
Yeah, it's a bottle.
You just have to go.
You're gonna have to go.
Oh.
Yeah, we do it live, man. I forgot to tell you.
Just go.
God, I actually thought we had our number one listener in Germany. Wrong.
This podcast is part of the Frederick Podcast Network. Learn more at listenfrederick.com.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Beers in the Lot. Hey, let me take a second to point you to beersinthelot.com. That's where you can find out all the info about the podcast. You can also find our shop there, and most importantly, the link to our Discord. Join our growing hockey community. You can get there at beersinthelot.com/Discord. So for our 4-year anniversary episode, number 210, we had a special guest today, our buddy from Germany, Mikey. We shared some of our stories and nostalgia, and we talked about hockey in Germany and his current passion, coffee. So here we go. Let's get to it. Well, yeah.
Wait for this shit.
If you guys wanted glasses, you could have gone behind the bar and got them.
What's this called? Frederick Hospitality, I guess.
Yeah. You've been here before.
I know.
You know what the deal is.
I know where everything is.
You've been to this bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that Toby Keith song? It's like, I love this
We're
bar.
not
I know.
we're not doing
I'm
Toby
just saying.
Keith.
We don't do any country here.
No.
We're anti-country on this pod.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing?
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Quite good. Quite
Good,
good.
Had a big soiree at your house the other night.
Massive strawberry. But before we get too deep in this, Daniel, what are you drinking this evening?
Courtesy of Gooner, listener of the pod, Steam Whistle
of the pod.
Premium Pilsner.
Big friend of the pod, Mean Gene Goon, also did get me a steam whistle as well.
Excellent.
Toot toot. Toot toot. Toot toot. Riggs, what about you?
I too have a steam whistle courtesy of one Gene Goon. And I believe Aaron is going to repeat.
Yes, courtesy of Gooner, I have a steam whistle
Nice.
that is
The best.
quite tasty, actually.
I wish we had 5.
yes,
But we don't.
right.
This is the best Pilsner in North America, in my opinion.
It's
Nice.
quite good.
In my
It
opinion.
is good.
Yeah.
As with my extensive knowledge and refined palate for beer, this is.
But
this tastes like good beer.
It's not aged like the beer that comes out of
It's
your
not
cellar.
aged out of the Michael's
Yeah,
cellars.
it's not the right vintage according to Aaron in his beer cellar. But anyway,
But I wish I had 5 because we have a special
We have a
guest.
special
We
guest
do.
tonight.
we have a special
Mikey.
guest.
Who's that?
That's you, Mikey.
Oh,
what are you
thank
drinking
you.
tonight?
Well, I brought a good Klausthaler original, and the worst thing about it, it's non-alcoholic.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
It's not October yet.
I thought I'm gonna bring in some special stuff for you guys. So
Yeah.
You can only bring NA beers.
that's what was in the Hamilton's fridge. So I
Oh.
just grabbed it.
No worries. Hey, big friend of all of ours, massive supporter of the German Beers in the Lot fan club, from what I've heard.
Am I the only one? I hope not. I hope
Stop
not.
it.
I hope
Hey,
not.
don't-
Sorry.
Stop
that's
it.
not
Yeah.
One of
important.
the 300,000. I mean, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Very
Growing-
big over
yeah,
there.
Very huge. Huge.
It's because of all those stickers on my car that you gave me last time.
But Mikey is joining us all the way from Germany to gorgeous Frederick, Maryland, in Mr. Rigsby's basement this evening to record on our 4-year anniversary.
Yeah, 4
4
years
years.
today.
Yeah.
4 years
yeah?
today was our first episode.
That's
yeah.
the only reason you flew over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
come record.
Probably 4 years.
Yeah,
4
we
years ago I was
appreciate
here.
it, yeah.
2020.
Big important stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for having me in this
Anytime.
absolutely.
awesome
Yeah,
sports
of course.
basement.
Yeah.
I like it, really. No, seriously. Really
Lots
cool.
of
It's
good
all the-
paraphernalia.
It's all the crap that I've accumulated over the years.
Yeah.
It's like shenanigans.
Yeah. You know, they got all that shit on the walls.
They look at chicken tenders, right? Yeah.
It's a lot of capital stuff. You like that, Johnny, right?
It's all right. Like, I don't mind Oshi.
Yeah,
Only-
actually, so
only the goalie's all
so
right.
I used to have Olaf Kolzig there.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
I used to, but it started to fall apart because it was just like cardboard, right?
Okay.
So I acquired Oshi through means that I cannot disclose.
It's okay.
It's a good
But-
replacement for him.
But yeah.
I have like a video board cutout of Wayne Gretzky's hockey 2004 I got from a GameStop.
Nice.
Like I just asked, like this was back in high school. I saw it and like, hey, GameStop dude. And the guy was like, yes. I was like, hey, when you're done with that, I really like that. And the guy goes like, well, you could put a Post-it note
Just-
on the back of
Just
it.
so everybody knows, we're actually pro gamer, okay?
Oh,
I'm
very
big
pro
gamer.
gamer.
I'm big gamer.
Especially the guy sitting to my left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Pro
So,
gamer. here.
I'm pro gamer. It's
John is,
just-
you know,
it's for giggles, man.
I mean, there's a
giggles.
bit of a stereotype for the average GameStop worker, though. Pro gamer or not, that has to be admitted.
Yeah, let's call a spade here. But I put a Post-it note on it, and I'm not joking. 2 years later, I just got a random phone call from some guy. Hey, did you want this hockey thing? And I was like, what? Like, I had no clue. Like, I was just like, somewhere. I don't even remember where I was. And the guy was like, we're going to throw it away tomorrow if you don't come and get it. I was like, I'm sorry. I have no doubt there's a hockey thing that I probably do want because I really like the game, but what is it? He's like, this is so-and-so from GameStop in Frederick, and you put a Post-it note on it and said I'd want this when it's gone. And I was
I
like,
want
oh,
that.
God. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. And I went there later and got it.
We're going to throw this away tomorrow.
And then I remember like putting it like right in front of my desk. It was the most obscure random thing just standing in front of my desk. So now it's upstairs in the man cave or the attic or crow's nest, whatever you want to call it.
your little hobbit hole up
Yeah.
there.
Well, no, we're not. No, because aren't hobbits like in trees and caves and shit?
No,
Yeah, they're in holes.
they're in holes, not
Well, it's like a
caves.
crow's nest.
It's like this basement.
They're in
It's
the
more
Shire.
like Quasimodo. I'm up in the bell tower.
Okay,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
you said it.
I'm fine. I mean, they did say like, you know, if we stare at our phones for another 200 years, humans will have a hunchback because we're just too busy.
We've already
staring
got
at
the
our phones.
fingers.
Well, some of us have fingers.
Does everybody have
'cause
the phone
some of us
finger?
have some of us have fingers because they raise their pinky when they drink beers.
Ah, okay,
But-
that's what it is.
That's a gentleman sitting to my left,
Yeah.
Daniel here.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're veering so
We're
far.
Yeah,
way
sure.
off
So
topic
off
here.
track.
Mikey, tell us your origin story of how you got to know all of us.
Well, it was in 2005 or 2006
Mhm.
when I came over to the States as an au pair. It's kind of a long process to go through, and you put in where you want to go. And actually, I wanted to go to California.
Of course.
Yeah, but I also put in hobbies, of course, ice hockey. So this family from Boonesboro called the Suspans, where dad was a coach. Luke, the son, was 11 years old by that time, and he was a player, a hockey player. So yeah, they called me and said, "Hey, you want to come to Maryland? You get your own car. You know, hockey's a big thing in our family." So that sounded pretty good. So, you know, had to do it. And then yeah, I came to Skate Frederick, and that's when I met you guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
And we
Yeah.
played beer league together, hung out together.
Tournaments.
Tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Sticking shoes.
Played open ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
open ice, ran
Dead
away
ice,
late at
yep.
night, early in the morning.
Yeah.
I may or may not. I don't remember if I was drinking age. I forget my exact birth year at the moment.
Don't
but we had
incriminate
some.
yourself.
Yeah, we had a good time.
You
It was
probably
great.
drank.
There was a
Yeah.
Don't
Choco
incriminate
Taco
yourself.
involved at
There was a
some
Choco
point.
Taco incident involved. I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That was
Well,
kind of,
all right.
Somebody should have stayed in
You
the
could-
car.
you could-
I mean,
I think it was in West Virginia, right? Was it?
It was
yeah,
a West
it
by
was
guy.
on the line.
So you two can regale this tale. Go ahead.
Danny, you go for it.
I forget what we were doing. We
You just want
were.
me to tell it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
You're good.
So,
Yeah.
like, all right.
Tell
So
a story about yourself.
Yeah.
So, so the three of us were going to Danny's house one night. Played a little bit of open ice. It was kind of late, like 11:30. We're heading back over the bridge in West Virginia. Mikey and Danny wanted to get some pops, so they were like, "Oh, we'll go to the gas station. Johnny, stay in the car." I was like, "Okay."
Keep it running.
Keep it running. Yeah, keep it running. Yeah, keep the getaway car running. The wheelman.
Just hide.
Yeah, the wheelman. So
Don't do anything
don't
stupid.
do anything stupid. Which, unfortunately, I'm like a
Something
bad trained
stupid
dog. If
was
you
done.
tell me not to do something, I'm gonna do it. So they were in there for a while because they're like playing grab ass or whatever. I don't know what they're doing. And I was just starving. My insides were eating themselves. So I go in, I start looking at like some of the beef jerky and all that, and I'm like, I don't want that. So look at they had a little ice cream cooler and they had chocolate tacos. And I was like, oh, what a delightful sweet treat. So I grab it and I'm behind these guys in line now. And they both look at me like, what? And I'm like, yeah, look, Choco Taco, dude. This is awesome. And they just started laughing. And then another guy goes, oh, yeah, come over here. So I was like, all right, paid for it, walked out. Guy's still ringing them up. They come out like a few minutes later. I already pounded this thing. It was already in the trash. I'm like, done. And I'm just standing outside the car, just kind of like gazing up at this, typical John, just doing John things.
Not a care in the world.
Yeah, not a care in the world. Just free as can be. A lot the way I live my life now. And they come out. I'm like, oh, you guys didn't get any pops? And Danny and Mikey go, yeah, we couldn't because you idiot had to get a Choco Taco and you look like you're 10 years old. We were to go in and get a soda and ice cream.
We were so pissed.
Oh, I know.
We were really
They were
pissed.
so mad. And then we drove 200 yards and you guys got pops. So it was
to another place.
but I was just chocolate. I couldn't contain just the comical laughter of the whole situation because you guys just made it sound like I was a 3-year-old in an ice cream store. Like, yeah, I had to go to Willy Wonka's factory and just get something. And then I'll never forget, like you said, Mikey was like, yeah, way to go, Choco, haha. Like, just funny. The next morning we're leaving Danny's place. Mikey and I are rolling out. And Danny's stepdad just goes, hey, Choco, what's up, dude?
He still calls him that.
Still
to this
calls
day.
me that to this day.
Got that
Still to
name
this
now,
day.
right?
Yeah, They took him off the market. There was a plummet in supply when I stopped getting tacos.
You probably didn't eat enough, right?
I know. I didn't. But I've seen some delightful recipes. I'll have to try at home one day.
Homebrew.
Yeah,
Choco
homebrew
Taco.
Choco Tacos. Yeah. I'll lead the resurgence.
Yeah, that was a funny story.
Yeah. That was good. I'm trying to think of some
One
other
of
stuff.
many.
Yeah, we have a lot of good times. Like,
We played like hockey in the morning.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I used to bring Lucas to school at like 8:30 or 9 to
Mhm.
the banner school, which was
Yep.
kind of close to the rink.
Mm.
And then we played hockey, like the 4 of us.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah,
For like
Either-
an hour or two.
We did do like some morning skates and then like we'd all shower and just do whatever we need to do after.
right,
Sometimes you would drop him off and then we skate for a little bit before like Danny and Aaron and I worked
right.
because we worked at the rink. And then I know like we did beer league together and stuff, which is awesome. We did
Yep.
tournaments like you said. It was great. I mean, so you played hockey, in our kind of atmosphere. Tell us kind of like, especially now where your hockey career is, and I'm using air quotes a little bit, where it's at in Germany right now. Tell us about the German hockey scene.
The German hockey scene.
Yeah.
So from my side, I stopped playing on the team when I was like 34. So 1 year ago. No, I'm just kidding. 6 years ago. And I still play like pickup or adult league, beer league, whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
every Wednesday night. The team that I used to play for was the second team of the Selber Wölfe. Their first team is doing pretty good. They moved up to the second league right now. It's a small city, like 17,000 people live there.
Wow.
And they have to go against, bigger cities and more money. And it's just a little town. People are crazy about hockey. Yeah, and we try to stay in the league every year. Last year was close to moving down because the way it works in Germany, you can move down and move up leagues.
I like
Promotion,
that
relegation.
system.
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty-
relegation.
I like
keeps it-
relegation.
It keeps it interesting, like
Yeah.
all the way to the end. And we played relegation the last 2 years. So the bottom 4 teams play like a play down against each other.
Oh.
Best of 7. So that's kind of freaky when you play there because when you have playoffs, you either move up another round
Right.
or you're just out. But when you play playdowns, you pretty much move a league down. That's
Right.
that's a huge thing for the club too.
So now when
Yeah.
you say that, there's 4 teams. So does the winner just kind of stay at that upper division and the bottom 3 go back down?
No, it's it's 2 rounds.
Okay.
Like the last one plays against the fourth last,
Okay.
and then they play best of 7, and the second last and the third last play best of 7, and then the 2 losers play against each other again. So whoever loses then
Oh.
in 7 games goes down.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
so-
then
That's
the
interesting.
top,
That's awesome.
and then I guess they're because the what is it? Top 2 teams and the lower division, do they both move up or just one?
just one.
Just one.
Yeah,
Okay, so
right.
it's
One
not
moves
like
up.
Right.
I was thinking it more like English Premier League where it's like bottom 3 go down,
Yeah.
top 3 go up depending
No, it's
on
just
promotion.
just one
Just
going
one.
down, one going up usually. And yeah, we're always the last 3 seasons we've always
Oh
played
man.
down.
Wow.
Yeah. So this year, I don't know. We'll see what happens. You have to have 4 imports. So this year we have
Whoa. There are 4 of us.
yeah.
I wonder if they're scouting us from Johnstown. They're watching all the game tape.
There's not a lot of
I
game
doubt
tape.
it. I doubt it.
Doubtful.
I tell the club to look you guys up on
Oh yeah, you should.
whatever they have. What's it called?
They have
where you
Live
look up all
Barn?
the players.
Oh,
Live
elite
bar.
prospects.
Yeah,
No,
something
I-
like that, right?
Aaron will make one. It's fine.
Prospects, right? That's what
Aaron,
it's
go ahead
called.
and make one.
yeah, I want to make the site for beer leaguers for obsolete prospects. I feel like that'd be a big hit. But
They should look into the top scorers of that league then, right? Who got the most beers?
You just raw dog their way through a German 3rd league season. We need more guys like that. So hockey in Germany now, compare it a little bit to what we do in the States. Kind of similar on the same level from what you've said over the years, right?
Not
Little
really.
bit?
I mean, the NHL is,
Well, yeah,
out
that's.
of the world.
But I'm talking
kind of,
about
but-
more what we play and then what you play over in Germany.
Well, in Germany there is 6 leagues altogether, I think, and the bottom league is for we could play. You could play there.
It's
Just the
it's
bottom.
well,
Right now, probably but
Yeah.
10, 15
It's-
years ago, maybe
Oh yeah, definitely.
maybe in the
different
5th league, but not more than that.
Right.
It's really competitive. So
Yeah.
but it's club model, right? So
Yeah.
there's like a level for everybody.
Yeah,
Right. If
there
you
is.
wanna play for the club, there's a level for you. Right.
Right.
So
even now they
Yeah.
have like adult leagues,
Right.
like there were 50-year-olds playing
Nice.
leagues and stuff like that.
Bunch of
Nice.
But there's a
geezers.
level for everyone,
Bunch
pretty
of
much.
geezers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
geezed up league.
Yeah.
Nice.
When does the season start here with the beer league?
someday.
yeah, I don't know. Ask him. He's a captain.
Someday.
John's
We
a
don't
captain.
actually know.
We're
Maybe
skating on
in-
Sunday. I believe it's after Labor Day.
That's not a sanctioned event.
after
Right.
Labor
That's
Day.
a
not
non-sanctioned
sanctioned.
event.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm just saying it starts. We start the Royal We. We start on Sunday.
The royal we.
The Royal We start on Sunday. OFBG, I believe, starts after Labor Day because a lot of people are out of town and then they complain and yeah.
And they don't show up anyway. So anyway,
They
we're
don't
not
show
going to get
up
into that.
anyway.
I
I've
don't
been
want
on
to get
this
into
charge for years. I'd rather just get
that. I don't wanna get
20
into that.
dudes,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty militant on that. Some say a radical. So we don't. I won't get into my feelings on certain things. It's not needed.
So
Yeah.
you made a very, at least what I heard, you made a distinction between when you were playing for a team and when you're playing like the Wednesday, night beer
Right.
league or whatever.
Yep.
When you're playing for the team,
Mhm.
so you're playing at whatever level for the club,
Right.
and you're playing other clubs in different cities and all that kind of stuff. That's what I like about the club model is you get to like represent your club and your city or your region or whatever it is, no matter how old you are or what level you are, there's
Yep.
a place for you to go and do that.
Yep.
I love,
love
that,
that,
stuff.
yeah.
I love that stuff.
I didn't, I started playing hockey when I was 18, so that was way too late.
And you played
But,
goalie too.
And you
Yeah.
were a good goalie.
Psycho.
Yeah.
like
I don't know. It was just I started playing roller, and then like was 16 or so, and then some friend took me to a hockey like a pickup game, and I just liked it. And I first played player. I liked it too, but I always want to be in net. So
mhm.
like maybe half a year later, I was playing in net, and then I used to play for like a team that's in the 5th league or 4th league.
Right.
I had a couple or maybe 5 games in the 3rd league for the
Yeah.
team that's in the 2nd league right now.
Yeah.
it was just a great time. But at the age of like 34, when you have 2 kids,
Yeah,
It's
some-
hard.
and you have
Yeah.
away games Sunday
Right.
night that are almost in Austria.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
so it's like you drive down there by bus, let's say 6 hours. Then the game's at 7. So you know how long a hockey game takes.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's like probably like 10 or so
Yeah.
until you get on the bus. It's 11, and then it's another 6 hours back. So
Oh,
Dude,
you're
that's
Ooh,
some
yeah.
dude. That's some Ned.
That's
Dude, that's Ned Braden, Reg Dunlop
Crazy.
territory.
Yeah,
That's
man.
exactly what that is.
That's a
Crazy.
haul.
Well, I kind of like what Eric said. Like, it's local people. Like, there's
Yeah.
a great book out there by Ken Reed called Local Hockey Heroes, and it's all about just junior and like senior hockey players in Canada,
yeah.
where
yeah.
like the local people are like, yeah, this guy was the man. He never went to, play with the Marlies or the Jets or anything like that, but like in their hometown, that guy was the
A local legend.
proverbial Wayne Gretzky or
Huh.
Ovechkin or whatever.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
cool.
hence the title.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people don't always get it. That's why you explain it.
yeah.
It's an audio medium, Aaron. We've been doing it for 4 years. Get used to it.
But that's I've always liked that model, and I didn't really appreciate it until I became friends with people that were outside of North America and learned what it meant. And I think it's actually the way to like develop kids and have, there's a path for everybody to kind of advance and develop. And I think that aspect's awesome as a coach, and then as a 40 couple year old beer leaguer now, like I would love to represent the club here and like go play.
That'd be
you know,
sick.
Yeah.
Loudon
Hagerstown, play
or
Leesburg.
whatever. You're right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
that's pretty
you
much
know,
what we do,
like,
right?
Yeah.
that would be awesome. Like
Yeah.
And we're
I
kind
don't
of
know about the 6-hour bus ride, but
Yeah,
like,
not on that, but
The thing is, you got home at like 5 in the morning sometimes,
oh,
Oh,
and then you're at the
jeez.
rink. You have to get your hockey stuff out.
Right.
We had locker rooms, like own locker rooms.
yeah, but you're
still, like,
unloading, right?
Yeah,
like
and you're unloading,
yeah.
and you get home by car, and it's like 5:30.
yeah,
And you
yeah.
have to work in the morning.
Yeah,
Oh.
you got a
It's
real
like-
job.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
You can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it was funny. Like when we had home games, we had like 25 guys on the score sheet because everyone wants to play the home games.
yeah, of course.
And then the
yeah.
away games, we were like 9 players and like 1 goalie every time. And it's still the same up until now. Like the team right now is having problems with the away games, but that's,
Well, because then I
Yeah.
guess too, it becomes like you said, a real work thing. Like
yeah,
so and so, depending on what their career is, they might not be able to get off on Sunday, or
right.
like if they're a firefighter or a doctor or something,
Yeah.
like shift work or whatever. Like
Right.
it's like, oh, sorry, won't see you guys in Hagerstown next week. I got a shift. Sorry,
Yeah.
like, or then just regular life too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we got guys we play with. They, some guys that are police officers, they have to when they're on call. Sometimes, I mean,
Leave
I
in the
remember
middle of
one guy
games.
we had literally got dressed. He said, "Hey guys, I'm on call. Hope nothing happens." And we were skating onto the bench. We were both putting our sticks down, and I heard his phone go off.
Yeah.
And he just goes, looked at it, and he's like, "See you next week, Johnny." Just laughed, like he had to go. It was kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny. Like, well, so I have a question. Like, for your, so what town are you in? Just so everybody knows, what town?
Well, my hometown is Wunsiedel.
Okay.
It's like 10,000 people city in the north of Bavaria, like close to the Czech Republic.
Yep.
But there's no really bigger cities around. I mean, like half an hour away, there's Weiden, which is 40,000 people.
That's a Blades, right?
Um,
Biden Blades?
Blue Devils.
Blue Devils.
Yeah,
Okay.
they moved up to the second league now too.
Oh, nice.
So we have really like close games. Our first team, they're called derbies.
Yep.
Yeah.
When they really
Yep.
Just like a
close.
Yep,
soccer.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's always like
Yeah.
arenas packed and sorry,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah. No, you're good. I like getting context. So, what is the best away game? What's the worst away game? Like where?
In the league where our first team is playing,
Or
you
just
mean
to,
for me?
or for you, and then
Oh.
sure the first team too.
But for me, it was probably the games at the Austrian border, like the long bus
Mhm.
rides and stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, 6 hours and get out of the bus, get your legs, and
Yeah.
it was kind of weird. The best games are the closest ones because a lot of people come watch you play. And same for the first team. I mean, the further you're away, it's like in Europe or in Germany, the away fans are coming to the other
Yeah.
stadiums
yeah.
too. yeah, so that's the closest games are always the best because it's stadium's full, and we only fit like 3,500 people in our stadium. It gets sold out maybe 4 to 6 times a year with the derbies.
Nice.
The other games are like maybe 2,000, 2,500, so not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So close games are the best, and the furthest are the worst.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Easy.
No, that makes sense.
No,
That makes
that's
sense.
that's just the
Yeah.
way I felt.
So, Danny talked. I don't know if it made it after beers were open, but Danny talked about we had a little shindig at John's house on Saturday, or John had it at his house. I won't say we had it, but
You all invited yourself.
you were
Yeah, we did.
you were
kidding.
telling
I'm kidding.
me that you went to see Jaromir Jagr play
That's right.
at Kladno, which is awesome.
Well, at Carlo Vivari,
Yeah.
it was an away game for Kladno.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But
Right.
it was in Czech, though,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah.
So Carlo
But
Vivari is.
Tell me
yeah.
about, you told a story about Jagr and warm-ups, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
So tell that story, because
So,
I
yeah, it
think
was-
it's great.
Yeah, so we were trying to watch him play for a few years, actually, or a few months, because he doesn't play like every game, because he
Right.
also owns the club and
Yeah.
he is Jaromir Jagr.
Right.
can do what he
So
wants, yeah.
we saw that he was playing like all the games, and then there was this game close to our hometown, which is 45 minutes away, so it's really
Hmm.
really close, and the tickets are like $8
I mean,
to get in.
Oh my god!
I know.
The beers are like
how
two-
could you not? Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Even we should go there more often, right?
I mean,
I know.
I
I mean,
when
if-
you told this
$8
story, my wife goes like, "Johnny, how much do you pay for the Penn tickets?" It's like, you'll never.
You
find
don't wanna
out.
know.
You
Right,
will
but
never
it would
know.
cost-
I will never tell you.
$1,300 to fly over at least, like,
Mhm.
So anyway, but,
Yeah, so the story was we were going for that Carlo Vivari against Kladno game,
Yeah.
and Jagr was on the score sheet and everything, and we got in there for $8, bought us beer for $2, and went to our seats.
unbelievable.
I know.
Warm up was going, and we were looking for 68 on the blue Kladno team, so there was no 68, and I said, "Dang it!"
You can
He was on the score sheet and everything. He played the last games. Why is he not here today? So I texted my friend Richie. He was at the game too, and he said, "Yeah, he's here." I'm like, "He's not at warm-ups. Where is he?" Well, he was just on the ice for like 5 minutes, trying out 10 different sticks, bending them on the ice, and then he just went off. So I guess when you own a club and
you're
Jaromir
52
Jagr,
and yeah,
Yeah.
you can
NHL legend, you can do it.
Do
Yeah,
whatever
you
you
just
want.
Do what you feel like.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was funny, and he played a great game. He was he had a breakaway too, didn't score, but was arguing with the ref a lot of times.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to be the ref really when Jagr comes up to you and argues about calls. So it was
He's just
interesting, right?
big wheeling refs over there. Like, that's great.
Yeah, but he's a legend. I mean, if
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
absolutely.
Yeah.
In any context, he's a legend. Yeah.
right,
Right.
probably who was like 52 years old and played hockey at that level? Probably no one.
How?
Gordie
Chelios
Howe-
got
Gordie Howe?
close.
Gordie Howe played.
Nah, Chelios near
Chelios
the end
played in,
was
like-
like upset because people were parking in the handicap spots near the rink.
Well,
Gordie
I mean-
Howe. Gordie
Like-
Howe played until he was
55 or 56.
almost 60.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Well,
At
he
high
because he
level?
also
Pro hockey.
Oh my gosh.
because
Yeah.
he also came back out of retirement, air quotes,
Yeah.
because it was only 4 or 5 years when the Whalers got in because he wanted to play with his sons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was, and actually, if I remember right, he made the All-Star game
With his
in
sons.
in Detroit. I think it was in Detroit. I think I could have
With
one of those.
the sons. It
One of
wasn't
those
with both.
sons.
It
It
was,
was
like
Mark.
Mark. Yeah.
It was Mark because
yeah.
he was good.
Yeah.
But then
Wow.
I think he only played a few seasons. Wasn't forever.
Right.
So he did that.
And he would also
Yeah.
he would sign like one or a couple
With
day
the
contracts
IHL.
to play pro hockey in like 5 different decades or whatever.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is. I forget
It
what
was,
what
it was
but,
the
like,
IHL. He played with the Vipers.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He did that. And then I think like Chelios was around forever, but near the end he was like, I think the last team he actually skated with was Atlanta, if I remember right.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, he bounced the hell around.
Yeah, yeah,
But I mean, you could argue, was he serviceable? I don't know.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
whatever.
I just think it's crazy. Like at 52 years of age, at that level, and the hockey that is being played right now, it's probably like a different hockey than when Gordie
Oh my
Howe-
gosh, it is.
Gordie
Well,
Howe was
yeah.
playing.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. It is.
Absolutely.
And if
yeah.
you have to keep up with the speed and everything, it's just crazy.
Or even when Yager came in the NHL, like the game has changed.
yeah, so
you
much,
know,
right? Yeah.
At least there's been 6 major progressions through
Oh, maybe even more.
all those work stoppages and the rule changes and everything that happened. Like the game just got faster and faster and younger.
But yeah, I mean,
Right.
like I say, younger. He's playing with kids that
He's
he'd
playing with
already
kids-
scored 1,000 points by the time these kids were born.
Right. They could be his grandchildren.
Yeah, they could be his
you know?
grandkids.
Like, it's-
Well, I mean, they did the. I mean, I think part of it. I mean, as wild as it is, he's one of those freaks because he admits like he never really had a diet. The guy pounds muffins and Kit Kat bars all the time. Like so, like I said, like an Ovechkin type guy where he just like
yeah, there's
something in that guy's DNA where he's just wired to do that, and also
Yeah.
like
But he would work out like
his
crazy.
training measurement is
Yeah.
nuts
Yeah,
because he's
yeah.
big on the weighted vests and the weighted
Yeah.
skates and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
His
I mean,
body
it's
is a
nuts.
machine that
His
converts
body's a
muffins
machine.
into,
Into goals.
NHL
Into
goals.
NHL goals. Like our
Wouldn't he like shoot like weights on the ice?
so he would
with his
actually
sticks?
so he would go in the gym and he would take like the actual plates and put them on the bottom of the
Yeah.
stick so it held up the blade. He'd stick handle.
Yeah.
And then he would take a medicine ball and shoot it with like an XL stiff shaft, and then he'd use like a 70 or 75 flex. But he would go on the ice, he would put weights on his wrists, the weighted vest, his ankles, and then even put like more weights in the shins and go out and like do circles and shoot and stuff. And then he'd be
Crazy.
done, and then he'd go pound muffins and Kit Kats. But it's kind of like it is interesting. Like you kind of think like I think
Choco
a guy
tacos
like
probably still.
Choco-
Yeah, probably
Choco
choco
tacos.
tacos. Yeah.
Yager. The Choco tacos are free. You come
That's
hang
where you
out.
got
with
the
me.
idea.
Yeah. Choco yogurts.
Yeah, Choco Yagers. But it was
Hey,
like
that's back when John was yoked.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's
When I
pounding
first met that
Yeah.
dude, when he was fresh out of high school coming to play in beer league, and he walked in the room and I was like, that guy is jacked. He is short, but he's jacked.
This guy walking in on his knees. Oh no, he's not walking on his knees. Oh jeez. All right, little guy. Yeah, exactly. Well, and then it was like so funny because like I didn't really know Eric, but Eric I think in beer league outside of like Aaron and Danny, like Eric and I became like super fast friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super. I mean, like they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you want to play D?" I'm like, "I'll play wherever. I don't care."
Yeah.
And then Eric's like, "All right, you can play with me."
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. We went out and just like since then always talking
Did we
stuff.
just become best friends?
Pretty much.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. But
Time out for just a second while we hear about our sponsors. We'll be right back. Beers in the Lot and the Hockey Podcast Network is sponsored by BetterHelp. They say when you set a personal budget, you should always pay yourself first. The same goes for taking time for self-care. I mean, let's be honest. Is there anybody out there who is not always busy in 2024? I mean, who are these people and what's their secret? For the rest of us, though, we have to figure out how to fit in the things we need for ourselves and the things we want to do. Maybe it's time to set some self-care non-negotiables. And improving yourself and taking care of your mental health should definitely be one of them. Therapy isn't just for those who suffered trauma. With BetterHelp, you can learn many positive skills that will help you find your way to becoming the best version of yourself. So if you're considering therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's all online, so it's convenient and it's on your schedule. After a quick questionnaire, you'll get matched with a therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time. Never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/THPN today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/THPN.
You know the beautiful thing about being a sports fan? There's only like 2 days the whole year without a game. 2. With so much happening and so much action, that makes just about every day game day at DraftKings Sportsbook. It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your first bet. It really couldn't be any easier. And if you're new to DraftKings, you gotta check this out. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code THPN. That's code THPN for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only at DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-78-97777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Deposit and eligible restrictions apply. See terms and responsible gaming resources at dkng.co/base.
Pure Hockey has the best hockey equipment, accessories, and apparel on the market to take your game to the next level. Maybe it's time to ditch that old stick and start the year with a fresh twig. Maybe it's time to refresh your NHL wardrobe for the race to the playoffs. Pure Hockey has it all. Whether it's training aids, the latest sticks and skates, or your favorite team's gear, get your hockey shopping done at Pure Hockey and use our affiliate link at beersintheLot.com/Pure Hockey.
Mikey, tell us about your other passions outside of hockey. I know you have one that you and I share as well. You brought me some Java beans. I'm very appreciative of.
Some coffee beans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it just started when COVID hit, pretty much. You know Simon, my best friend and and colleague right now. So we always talked about stuff that we can do, like a restaurant or some stuff like that together. But we were both stuck in our work, in our job, so we couldn't really get away from it. But with COVID, everyone was at home. What was it called? Lockdowns and all that. Yeah. So we talked about coffee all the time, and then just bought like a roaster for my kitchen where we can just roast coffee for fun.
Yeah.
And to have fresh coffee for ourselves, and that's when it all started. Then we did like a little pop-up store in our hometown.
Oh yeah.
To see if the people, like the coffee,
Right.
if we enjoy like doing all this. And that was for 6 weeks. And after that time, people were like emailing us, you should do a coffee store. We need something like that. So they were like sending us links to open, houses that were for lease and stuff like that. So, okay, so we thought, okay, the people really want us to do it. And then we did the coffee shop. We have the coffee brand, Fichtel Café.
Yep.
We're at lots of grocery stores where we sell our stuff.
Nice.
We have an online shop. We have restaurants that are customers. So that's my other passion besides hockey.
Yeah. I could nerd out on
Nice.
coffee stuff, but we don't need to. But I did AeroPress this morning.
Okay.
I'm doing cold brew as we speak.
With
it's
our
already
coffee or
with yours.
Oh, right.
So I did AeroPress, awesome. Dark roast.
Did you like it?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah?
It was good. AeroPress is great because you can get some of like those darker
Right.
chocolate and caramel notes and
Yeah.
malt. Like pour over's great, but you don't always get it's a little more muddled.
Right.
But AeroPress is great because you can get all those notes. So
Yeah, it can be nerdy too. The whole
Yeah.
coffee thing. If you get into it, it's like really crazy.
well, even just the temperatures you can mess around with just doing that. Yeah.
There's set temperatures for for coffee, like it is degrees, of course. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it's like 92 to 95 degrees. It should be like when you
Yeah.
pour it over, and it's supposed to be like a certain amount of coffee for the water that you
The
put in.
ratios, yeah.
The ratios have to be right. So we're doing it with a scale all the time in our coffee shop. So
Wow.
every day it's the same. So people
No, that
can say,
Starbucks trash.
Oh. What's that brand again? Sorry.
Well, all right.
Never heard about it.
But
Never.
all right, I'm serious. If you go to like a small place, and get like just regular coffee, you're like, wow, that's great. You go to like a big chain,
Yeah.
Starbucks, it tastes burnt and it's like a carbon taste. because it's burnt, and that's an after bitter taste of burnt
Right.
coffee.
Yeah.
And then you pay like $10 for a coffee.
Yeah, for a
Yeah.
mocha choco
Yeah, right.
bullshit.
Yeah.
They'll give
Yeah.
you,
What is,
like
what is
why-
it? Mocha choco
Mocha
bullshit?
choco
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
Choco bullshit.
I need a venti, half calf, half decaf. Yeah, I'm like, stop. Can I just get a black coffee?
Caramel frappuccino malted.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah.
14 pumps of vanilla.
Oh god.
One pump of sugar free.
Yeah.
Why?
No,
Why?
there is a TikTok out there
Oh,
that
God.
they make these people's orders, and I swear to God, it's like 14 pumps of caramel, like 10 sugars, and by the time they like put the coffee in, it's like maybe like an ounce or two.
Yeah, why?
It's so
Starts
ridiculous.
full with syrup, and then it's
Oh
just-
my
yeah.
God, I watch it and I just
Yeah.
go, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Sometimes people walk into a coffee shop too and order like, do you have like a caramel syrup? We're like, no. we have coffee. You
Get
know.
the
we're
fuck
not-
out of here.
Hell yeah, Mikey. I love that.
But the funny thing is, with Starbucks, they actually interfered with us one time when we couldn't get any beans with decaf because they said Starbucks bought like the whole market, so we couldn't get any decaf coffee. So I was like, oh my gosh, they control everything, right?
Well, yeah, they're big,
big
brand.
coffee.
That's crazy.
Big coffee, dude.
Big
coffee.
coffee.
I don't like
Big-
big coffee.
Big coffee's
Trying to keep the little
keeping,
guy down.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess they got big problems because the CEO from Chipotle just went to Starbucks.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's gonna be a remote worker though,
What's
so I don't
it's
don't
from
expect him to
beans-
see him
from
at a
beans to
barista.
beans, right?
Yeah, beans
Yeah,
to
from
beans.
beans to beans. One kind of beans to the other.
I know this business.
Beans.
It's beans.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
It's beans all the way down.
I will say this for like Chipotle's business model: simple menu. Simple menu. It's easy.
Don't get me started on
I have
Chipotle.
I have my problems with Chipotle.
I have. Hold on.
They stopped serving
We can
big
go-
portions.
We can go deep in the
Yeah.
process.
Also, they mess everything up.
I think they do it intentionally.
100%.
Everything is messed up all the time.
Well,
part of
and
what
I
you
don't
buy,
like. There's a
I
lot of
think.
cross contamination in the stores as well. You see,
don't know
you know,
what that
beans in the lettuce in the meat. No, I don't want that.
well, it all goes into the burrito.
Doesn't
Joe.
matter. I
And
want
then
them
it all
separate.
goes to the same place.
Right.
You've
and
never
then it
seen
all
my
goes in your
plate.
mouth.
You've never seen my plates, I guess, when we go out. I'm
John
like,
did destroy
Oh,
two
you're one of these people.
two
that can't
Chipotle
let the
burritos
food
one
come.
time.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, not just him. Come on. I want a little credit here.
Oh, you
we
did too.
we
Yeah,
both.
but that's expected.
I don't I don't remember it though because John's performance afterwards
Oh, well, yeah, that kind of took the cake.
when he ate a quart of ice
A
cream
quart of ice
after
Out of
two
pure-
Chipotle
out of-
burritos.
out of my freezer.
out of pure
Oh my
spite
gosh,
and grudge.
yeah.
The performance after the
It was
Chipotle.
no.
Yeah.
So all right. We literally played hockey. It was like a Saturday in the summer, and we got really lucky where we all worked and we can get some ice. So I'm not exaggerating. We skated from like 2 until like 7.
Yeah.
And we did like
Oh my
drills,
God.
one-on-ones. I mean, we like worked our ass off. So afterwards, we're starving. We were
too
gonna
much.
go out, hang out at Aaron's because we all worked Sunday morning, but it was like later because of summer hours. So Aaron goes, "Oh, let's go get Chipotle, and then we'll go back and play NHL and hang out." Cool. So we're in line, and Aaron goes, "I don't think a Chipotle burrito is that filling or something. I could eat two." I was like, "Yeah," I literally said like, "Oh, I could do that." He goes, "No way." I was like, "Dude, I could definitely eat two." He goes, "No way." I'm like, "I'll order two. You do the same thing, and I'll eat it." Done.
Daniel abstained though.
Daniel,
No,
tried
I
to get
watched these
Daniel
two
on board.
mutants
Yeah.
eat two burritos.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
He
smart
was
one.
like,
watch,
I'm just
Aaron
gonna
watched,
sit back and
Aaron
enjoy
watched,
the show.
Aaron just,
Yeah.
or Danny here just watched Kobayashi and Joey Chestnut go ham on some Chipotle. So we ate these Chipotle burritos. We're driving out to Aaron's parents, and on our way there, I think Danny goes like, "I kind of want some ice cream or something." So we stopped at like a local market, and I got like a quart of rainbow sherbet because it was like, I just want some sherbet, and then somebody got some like toasted almond bars and something else.
I don't remember. Yeah.
So
Oh
I
my
had like a
God.
little bit. I had a little bit of the raspberry sherbet, and right before he went to bed,
No,
Aaron
we
goes,
were joking.
"Yeah." Aaron was joking. I was like,
Like, if
"Oh,
you-
well, I'm gonna leave that." Aaron's like, "I'm gonna eat all your sherbet." I'm like, "No, you're not." He's like, "Yeah, I am." So I just like literally in the middle of the night was like, "Man, I'm really
No.
thirsty." I'm like, "He can't eat that sherbet," and I just pounded the sherbet in the middle of the night.
The thing
Just-
is though,
yeah, Aaron has
the
this
thing
great
is, though,
visual.
so there was a refrigerator and freezer in the basement, right?
Yep.
So like where we're all sleeping, And I'm in my bed, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and I just see this light of the freezer with John silhouetted in front, just putting away ice cream.
What's that sound? What's that sound?
Oh my
The
god!
best is yeah, the mouse had to get some cheese, and then in the next morning, Danny goes like, "Oh, who ate the raspberry sherbet?" I was like, "I did," and like I was awake. I didn't need any coffee because I'm pretty sure if they like drew my blood to do my sugar, I bet it would have just broke
my
the
God.
beaker.
It
It
would
would have
have
broke the beaker. It would have crystallized. It was just pure sugar, like the syrup in the Dunkin' Donuts coffee, or whatever. My whole body was just that for like 2 days. But that was also when we were skating a ton.
Yeah, constantly.
And
So
just
you
like
both ate
two Chipotle burritos.
and ice cream later.
I had a full quart. Aaron, I don't know.
I
what he did.
had ice cream sandwiches or something.
Yeah,
like
you had ice
So
cream.
how was the bathroom situation after that?
that. Brutal.
I don't remember it being that bad.
It was on par for John
Were you
at
all
that
fighting
point.
for it? Let me in.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, you know what? I just remembered another. We have a lot of stories around food and drink.
yeah.
Mikey, actually, there's a good story of when it was like all of us went out to Brewer's Alley.
Oh yes.
This is a really great story, and you
No,
ordered
This
a
wasn't-
beer.
What was the name of the German restaurant in Frederick? It was Henning's.
Was it
That's
Henning's?
where it was.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
All right.
Henning's.
Were you guys there with me? No.
Yes.
Really?
Or no?
No,
You came and played beer league after this event. When you got a beer there.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure this was at Brewer's Alley.
Yeah, we were all at Brewers.
All right.
I think this
Just
was
go
at
ahead, just go
Brewers.
ahead with the
but
story.
Anyway,
Go ahead,
yeah.
good
Yeah.
story.
It
So-
was- you and Simon came over, and then we all went to Brewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah.
at any rate,
We got a beer tower, right?
we got a
Yeah,
bunch. We
I
got
think
a
it was
bunch.
I
2009
think this
actually.
was-
I came over with Simon in
Yeah.
2009.
Yeah.
But at any rate, you ordered a beer, and they brought it to you with an orange in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And if I recall, you asked them why they brought it with an orange. Do you remember what they said?
Yeah, I did. I'm not sure if it was at that Henning's place though or not.
I think this was at Brewers.
I think it
I
was
feel like it
Brewers,
was because the lady's response was, "That's how they do it in Germany."
Oh my god!
And she walked away, and I'll never forget this.
sorry. I think it was at the.
I never will forget the look on Mikey's face because he
He's
just like,
like, what?
if it would, I feel like it's like if I went over and they told me how like a American hamburger is served, and I just would have been like, okay, like just like
Yeah, it
roll
would
my
be
eye
like
out,
if you go over to not Germany, but anywhere, and they give you 2 hamburger patties with a piece of bread in the middle.
yeah, it
And
was so
that's how they do it in
It
America.
was so preposterous.
So it was a Bavarian restaurant called Henning's in Frederick,
Yes.
and I ordered a wheat beer,
Yep.
And they put the
and
put the
so they
orange
brought out the wheat beer, and there was an orange slice in it. So I asked the waitress, like, "What's up with the orange?" Well, that's how they do it in Bavaria. That's what she said. and then everyone was cracking up laughing, and I was like, "Okay." I didn't want to.
Not gonna make a
yeah, you
scene
didn't.
about it.
Yeah.
Did you go back?
be a
You're like, you
smart
guys
ass,
are
right?"
doing it all wrong.
Don't want to be a smartass. Not to put it in, but
What did you think about the food there, though? I always thought it was pretty good.
it was
Like,
good.
I remember
Yeah.
the food was totally
I can't
fine.
remember what I had, but it was
I always
good.
thought they were good.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a couple like Bavarian places around that are good.
Yeah.
There's one in
Hagerstown.
Hagerstown,
Schmackelstube.
Schmackelstube, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's another one.
There's one in
Bavarian Inn.
Shepherdstown called the Bavarian Inn.
the Bavarian Inn is probably,
Inn, yeah.
it's probably
It's
the
nice
best.
build.
Really good.
I was there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to
Is
go
this
to
place
a
5
allowed
min-
to wear shorts?
It's yeah.
Is
It's
the
5
place
minutes
can
from
wear
my place.
shorts?
What did you eat?
I just got beer.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the orange slice in it.
No orange slice.
Okay.
Bavarian, you're no shorts allowed.
No shorts allowed.
Pants
Oh.
on.
They have a bar now, and but you can't go in the dining area without.
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't sit down. to eat.
Yeah.
Can you wear a ball hat?
Probably in the bar area, but
Oh, the
it's
riff raff.
frowned
there,
upon.
right?
Yeah.
So you
yeah.
have to wear long pants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very nice establishment.
It's those Bavarians, they want,
Yeah.
gotta have long pants.
They don't like seeing knees.
Yeah, they don't like seeing knees.
So if you're going to a Bavarian or German restaurant in the States, and you're like, I want to see if this place is authentic, what would you order to see
Oh, that's a great.
if they would
question.
if they would get it right?
That's a great.
Probably like I wouldn't order a schnitzel because I think that's too common or too easy to do. I would probably order like a sauerbraten or something like that, like a
Okay.
braten where you have to make the sauce right, and
Right.
you have to do the I don't know what it's called we call it Klöße, like the round kind of potato.
It's like a potato cake kind of thing, like
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it's
Like a
not.
lakti?
For
But
it.
it's not.
What's that?
Like it.
Lakti or lake?
No.
Because that's more like Romanian.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that's like a
So
little
it's
bit
made
of
with like
onion and
potatoes and stuff, and it's round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, my grandma used to do that, and she did it like they had recipes from back in the day, and it was the best.
yeah.
So I would probably order like something like a braten with maybe sauerkraut or
All
stuff
right.
like that. So sauerkraut, you can make a lot of stuff wrong too.
Yeah.
so,
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
yeah.
I'm sure you
But
could.
schnitzel
You can
would
find
be
a way
too,
to do it wrong.
would be too. I don't know.
Well, everybody can make, a cutlet of something and bread it and do whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's
Schnitzel is with wheel usually. Like you have to pound it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Get it
yeah.
like really
make it
thin and stuff.
and
yeah.
flat. Yeah.
I just did it today for the Hamiltons.
Yeah,
with,
you were
with
telling
chicken.
me.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It was pretty filling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
then
did
with-
chicken cutties?
What's that?
Did
No, he
chicken
made
cutlets?
schnitzel,
I
dude.
did
Pay
schnitzel.
attention.
Oh, I thought he was just doing chicken cutties.
Lord.
And then with the
Chicken
schnitzel, we always have like
so
French fries or
Italian.
potato salad. So that's
Right.
also really common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody once told me spatzel is a good,
That's
good,
really good. Yes.
good,
Yeah.
good indicator if
Yeah.
they do it right.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. Best is also
So,
good.
what about beer though? Because
Yes.
like
This is
before,
beers and
Oh, this is
Wait,
beers
before
and
we
lot, right?
It's also sort of coffee in the lot though today.
I mean, I'm a big coffee guy too. Not as big as John.
Not as big
but,
as
like,
John
I'm not gonna
and- or
nerd
Mikey,
out and
but-
like take over the show like he does. But
Way to go, John.
Got a prima donna to my left.
really, but so when you first got here and Danny got here after you did, and he opened one of these tree houses here as a pre-show beer, and it's got a lot of banana in
It
it,
has banana. It is
And-
very banana.
and you were like, why
Fucking
can't
Americans.
you just make beer that tastes like beer? And, like, so I want to hear about your thoughts about like the American craft beer scene versus like the traditional stuff that's done in Europe, particularly, Bavaria, the German styles,
Right.
like even just all of the Eastern European styles, which I'm a big fan of, and you are. I mean, Danny is.
I like
too.
beer.
Yeah, exactly.
I drink beer.
So
I'd kind of like to hear your thoughts on the mainstream German beers that you see everywhere here in the United
Yeah.
States, and
But
what you think about those two.
what do you think about like what I'm drinking right now? Like this tastes like straight up fruit juice. Like
Right. I mean, in Germany there is the Reinheitsgebot where it tells you like what to put in
Oh, the
beer. and
rules,
yes,
right.
the
everyone
rules,
is
yeah.
Following the rules.
from 13
True.
what's the year 1300 something
I should
or
know that,
other?
but I don't.
I don't yeah I don't really know
From
but I'm
back
just,
in the day, from way
yeah
back.
oh,
in the day.
way
Yeah,
back
way back.
yeah,
Back in the
yeah,
days.
yeah.
But they started to do some IPAs too and some fruity beers, and I kind of like them too.
yeah
But I think in Germany, when you make a beer, you have to drink like more than just one. And I think
Yes.
if you have like 3, 4, 5 of those fruity beers, it kind of messes your like stomach up, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Mhm.
true?
yes
Yeah,
yes
That's
it
why we
does.
have problems over here.
yeah
So I don't mind trying new stuff like like banana or what else did I? Last time I tried
got
something else, I forgot what it was. It was like pumpkin something beer.
oh don't get me
no.
started
I'm like,
don't get
Nah,
me
don't
started
do
on the pumpkin beers
right.
Yeah,
don't get me
it
started
was
Mikey, you
weird
want to talk
stuff.
about mocha choca bullshit?
yeah
It's
that's
about to be
it
pumpkin
right
spice
there.
latte
Okay.
season,
Yeah.
dude.
No, because here's the thing. Nobody likes the taste of pumpkin. Pumpkin's gross. What they like is the taste of cinnamon and sugar
Right.
and
The
cardamom
nutmeg,
and
yeah.
nutmeg and
Which
all
is
this
not
other,
pumpkin.
which is not
Not
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
And they call it pumpkin spice then, I guess. And
That's
like
Well,
no,
'cause I
they'll
think
no, they'll
everyone's so-
call them pumpkin ales.
Oh wow.
Well, I think the
Right?
thing is everyone's so
Like-
used to like pumpkin pie, but like Eric said, there's a million other things in there
Right.
that make it
You got to make the
palatable.
pumpkin taste good.
Yeah.
Because
Because pumpkin doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
So why do you think they do like a pumpkin? Because it
Because
looks cool
it's
on the can, or
because it's fall,
It's seasonal.
yeah.
right?
Halloween
whatever.
maybe too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because you can't do a turkey
Yeah.
beer. I mean,
No.
like, right?
Turkey
No.
flavored
Gravy
beer.
Or if
beer.
you can make
Gravy
pumpkin
beer.
beer, if you can make pumpkin beer, you can probably make turkey beer too. I don't know.
If they had a cranberry sauce
Ooh.
beer, I'd be all in that.
What about turducken?
Turducken. Get out of here,
Get
John.
out of
man.
here! Get out of here!
Yeah.
So
It's just like the gravy grease and stuff. Oh.
it's really interesting. Like the banana one is
Yeah.
really like
That one's off the wall. That one's
That's
usually,
crazy,
that one I
yeah.
went out of
I-
left field.
I like trying that stuff, but just
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
once, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we just stick with our beers because like every town has their own like beer brewery.
Yep. Yeah.
And where I live, it's actually there's the most breweries all around the world in like a really short distance kind of.
Sure. Yeah.
And then it's not I wouldn't say the German beer is the best. The Czechs have really good beer
I
too.
love
Mhm.
Czech
Uh,
Pilsner.
Belgium
Like-
Belgium beer is really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Belgium's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Well, we've seen
So
Beer
our
Fest,
toast-
right? I mean, Beer Fest is like a documentary, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a cool movie too.
It's frustrating.
I can't remember it though. We have to watch it.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Oh, dude.
It's a good one. Yeah. So I'm more the traditional kind
Yeah.
of beer guy,
Yeah. Yeah.
and with all the big brands they have over here, the German big brands, I think
Mhm.
it's all it is all like export beer.
Yeah.
And it just tastes different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Like what big German brands do they have over here? They're like Spaten. I think,
Spaten.
Yeah,
is
they have
here.
that, yeah.
Hofbrau's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Becks.
Yeah. So you remember.
What was that scene again?
That was the scene. They
That's
were
the
naming
scene.
the
They're
beer.
naming off all the.
They also have, they also
Was
have,
that when they went to the bar and
they
they
also
like
have they also have
Undo
they also have
Becks.
She Wolf, which is a low calorie strawberry beer. No, but I like Mikey. So I'm curious, when you came here the first time, and now you've been over a few times, what are like between food, beer, socially, like some things that kind of shocked you coming to America? Because it was kind of like you met us pretty close
Right.
to that, which is great because we even like joke that we kind of like Americanized you very quickly, like between the slang and other stuff, which is awesome. So like what are some things that like stand out in a good way, obviously?
When I come to the States?
Or just between the states or like when you first came?
Yeah. Ooh.
Loaded question, I know.
There's a lot there.
And a
Of
while
course,
back.
I mean, the Americans have stuff like they would think about when they hear Germany. And so it's the other way around as well. So when you're in Germany, when you hear about the States, it's like, great steaks, great burgers, stuff like that. It's always,
Yeah.
kind of like that. But I think there's more than that. Like food-wise, I'm a big chicken wings fan.
Oh
So
Mhm.
I don't
Me
know
too.
why, but the Germans haven't figured out how to do it yet.
What?
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
It's very simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I never never discovered it back home.
Hmm.
So but over here when I was here for the 3 years between 2005 and 2008, I kind of missed like just the regular like the bread.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're really doing a great job on bread. Like over here, it's all like white bread and
Mm.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
all
if you-
sugar.
It's
all
not
trash.
good. Yeah.
It's all sugar here,
I'm not
dude.
gonna-
Total
Yeah.
trash.
No,
Please don't
we'll-
say that. I'm
no,
not-
Let
we'll-
us
no,
trash
but
it.
it's true.
No, we'll
Yeah.
tell
We'll-
you.
yeah,
it's,
we'll tell you.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
So when I
Our
just-
bread is garbage. Dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's just the simple things that I really missed when I went back, and my mom was just giving me, she would ask like, Mike, what do you want to eat? We haven't been home for 2 years or whatever. I said, yeah, just a bread with some sausage on it, some real bratwurst with sauerkraut.
Yeah.
And, no, that's really just easy things. You can get the fancy stuff everywhere, but
Yeah.
easy things were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And beer wise, there's no really choice you have. You just have when you're in the lot, when you're in the lot afterwards after the hockey game. You just drink
What's
whatever.
in the
Whatever's
cooler.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not bad. I'm saying
we're
it's bad,
lucky. We
but-
got icy lights close by. It's good. Life is good, dude.
I actually like the tailgating over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no such thing over there really. Like
Really?
Nah.
There's no beers in the lot
No,
after hockey
no.
games in Germany? Huh. Maybe we don't want to go play in Germany.
I kind of do, but there's some. Well, there's like more public transit and walking and everything anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we can get a brown bag and just walk. I
Maybe
mean,
we could. We can show them our culture a little
yeah.
bit.
You don't need a brown bag.
Oh,
They'll be like, why are these 4 dudes just out there
Yeah.
pounding
Just go
beers
around
in the
town
parking
and show
lot?
everyone what you're drinking, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's like Vegas and New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's like, well, those towns are not. That's not reality. I joke about that. It's
Okay.
not reality.
Yeah.
Those are not representative of.
No,
Those
they're
places
outliers.
aren't real.
It's
They're
total
outliers.
outliers.
Those places aren't
It's
real.
fantasy land. It really is.
If we would have like beers after the hockey practices or games, we would just go to like a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no tailgating. No.
Huh.
Or on the
damn
bus
shame.
when you have 6 hours to drive back. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
we usually have like 3 big,
Coolers.
cases of beer, and then we
Brouhaha.
can,
Nice.
Nice.
usually you get drunk on the way home.
Well, yeah.
In the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Not in the top 2 or 3, but in the minors,
Yeah.
that's what happens.
Well, Mikey, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. We're really happy to finally get a chance to get you on. We've talked about getting you on for, I don't know,
Years.
How long have we been doing this now? 4 years?
4
years.
Probably
We're
4
talking
years
about
we've been
having all of
talking
our
about.
friends
4
on
years
and
today.
including you.
we
so-
wanted to do it like 3 years or 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
it worked
Just
out.
didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a timing thing, and then you're busy. Obviously, yeah.
Right. There's a
Well,
lot
thanks,
to do.
thanks for having me,
Oh,
and I'm
absolutely.
also
Thank you.
looking forward to Sunday next week. We get
Yeah?
to skate
Yes.
because I heard we got
Skate.
some ice time there.
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
So got to get some equipment ready, but
We're working on that.
We'll-
We're gonna
we'll figure it
smell
out.
Figure that out. Yeah.
just staying there without a mask.
Goody
is no
might help
problem.
us with that.
Yeah.
Skate with that mask. No big
If he listens to this one.
What? It's not the 1930s. We're gonna do. Guy needs a mask. I mean,
Yeah, you gotta have a
sheesh.
mask.
It's an insurance issue. I got some old Jofa helmets if you want.
Jeez.
Perfect.
Yeah, on your helmet.
Oh yeah. I got some old Yogs helmets. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thanks again.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Mikey.
much. The pleasure's all ours.
Thank you.
Yeah. Pleasure's all on this side.
Over here. Just us.
Just Danny and I.
Just
All right. Well, you made it to the outro. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We always enjoy making them. And if you did enjoy it, please give us a subscribe, a like, a follow, a rating, a review. Any engagement at all helps us out if you've got a second for it. But either way, we appreciate your listen and we hope you'll join us again next week. Our new episodes drop on Wednesday. So until then, we'll see you.